Okay, good afternoon all. I hope I am audible to all people online, offline. So yesterday I have given a small task related to your industrial training. And I asked which activity you performed in industrial training, because I think out of these functions, right? So operation management or production management, these many tasks are there. So anybody has done so in the previous lecture? Only few people asked this material handling things, whether you done any designed any kind of material handling or just you have observed it. You told like something material handling you have done in industrial training in the previous lecture. So whether you design or you just understood the concept how it is working. बघितलं फक्त बघितलं, right? Okay, so you operated that thing. This handling device you designed or fabricated. You can talk in Marathi, no problem. Yes. Yes. So that material handling system you have designed, you have prepared. Okay, good. So it was expected like these functions, it should be done. So long-term decision or long-term management related things are not expected, but at least in industrial training, it is expected like planning, routine, scheduling, at least one activity you should have done it, right? So, but you have not done it. We people will discuss theoretically from beginning. So in the previous lecture, we discussed the ethics and responsibilities related to manager. In detail, only one question was asked after the lecture, like related to this winery shops and winery related things, whether it is ethical or not. So once again, I want to ask like whether it is wrong conduct or right conduct. If that will be answer whether it is ethical or not ethical. So I also not right person to answer this, but our definition we should understand like where was that definition? So this thing, this one. So here if you see the definition of ethics, which decides the right and wrong conduct, so you will get answer through that, right? So but my perception, my think my inner voice is telling it's wrong conduct, because it is not beneficial, it is not coming under the basic needs. Whether it is under the basic needs of everybody, definitely no. So it is definitely wrong conduct, and obviously it is not ethical. So your answer of your question. So coming back to our point, today we are going to discuss the production operation management, and one more thing, finance management, or one more thing is that marketing management. So time is, I think it's almost 15 minutes we spent. So in the previous lecture, we discussed the meaning of production, and we understood like something should be converted into finished good, raw material to finished good. This process is called as a production. And in between, to convert that particular raw material into finished good or product, processes are required, right? So if you see that processes are called as this operation. So if you see in production, there are different activities involved. What are the various activities involved in the production? Basically processing. Various processes you need to implement so that product will get converted into finished good, and you people can use. So we discussed the example of, let me see voice. Okay. We discussed like raw material is wood, mechanical processing is done by the carpenter, and finished good like chairs and table will get converted into finished goods. Getting? So this definition we discussed related to production. Actually, we want to discuss production and operation management, but I want to explain first what is the production. You understand what is the production? What is the operation? Operation is nothing but various activities are required. Various parts are involved in the production process. So that different activities, underline word you can understand, different activities involved. What are the different activities involved? Maybe कटिंग इज देअर, ड्रिलिंग इज देअर, राईट. तो तुम्ही रंधा मारता त्याला काय म्हणता, ऑपरेशन. फिनिशिंग मे बी देअर. सो ऑल आर द प्रोसेसेस, राईट. So that processes are called as operation. Getting? So to understand this production and operation, you should understand the meaning of production and operation. Got the idea? So Bupa is one of the philosopher. He also defined the definition of production like this. Production is a process by which goods and services are created. So like this definition, and hidden meaning is that converting raw material into finished goods. Got the idea? So this is production operation. So if you see why this title is production/operation management, because operation is by default in production. So whatever production may be there or operation management, both things will be the same. So we are going to discuss this production or operation management as a whole. Then another very important definition is mentioned by the E.S. Bupa. What was his opinion? Obviously related to production management. So let us discuss its definition. Production management deals with decision making. What is his opinion? His opinion is that production management is nothing but decision making. तुम्ही काय करता की 5 एम्प्लॉई लागतायत. So it's part of management, but it's your decision, right? तुम्ही निर्णय घेतला की 5 लोक लागणार आहेत मला हे अशा कामासाठी. So his opinion is that this production management in that decision management is essential. So production management deals with decision making related to production processes, so that resulting goods or services are produced, actually spelling mistake, are produced according to the specification, in the amount, by the scheduled demand, and at the minimum cost. So 4 condition he mentioned. कसं product बनलं पाहिजे? According to the specification. Specification म्हणजे dimension वगैरे त्याचे features. Then in the amount, suppose that party told 1000 component, you should supply 1000 component only. ते system यासाठी असं नाही 500च बनतायत त्याच्यात. So it should not be like that. So in amount that product should be produced by the scheduled demand. म्हणजे काय? या तारखेला पाहिजे, 2 तारखेला पाहिजे म्हणजे 2 तारखेला मिळलंच पाहिजे, 30 तारखेला पाहिजे म्हणजे 30 तारखेला मिळलंच पाहिजे. So that is the scheduled demand and at the minimum cost. म्हणजे कमीत कमी खर्चामध्ये ती बनली पाहिजे. So according to Bupa, what is the definition? Once again we'll read. Production management deals with decision making related to what? Production processes, so that the resulting goods or services are produced according to the specification, in the amount, by scheduled demand, and at the minimum cost. म्हणजे काय थोडक्यात की प्रोडक्शन तुम्ही असं प्लॅनिंग केलं पाहिजे की ह्या कंडिशन सगळ्या मीट झाल्या पाहिजेत. कुठल्या? खालचे 4 कंडिशन सांगितलेले, अंडरलाईन केलेल्या. Got the idea? So this is nothing but the production management. Small definition. Bupani एकदम precise definition बसवलेली. So he is a philosopher in a production. Type of production. So according to him, he has classified these production types also. So do you know meaning of mass production, batch production, job production? Have you heard maybe in your BME or any of the subjects? At least in design, MP. Definitely these are the various types of production. As name itself is indicating, mass production, batch production, job production. Mass means actually just the quantity मध्ये, bulk quantity मध्ये, right? Obviously it is a continuous. When you will get mass production, if production is continuous. So for mass production there is alternative word, that is a continuous production. म्हणजे ते कायमस्वरूपी आहे, म्हणजे बल्क मध्ये मोठ्या क्वांटिटी मध्ये. बॅच प्रोडक्शन मीन्स व्हॉट? बॅच मध्ये, बॅच तुमच्या प्रॅक्टिकलचे कसे बॅच असतात, 10 मुलांच्या 20 मुलांच्या, लाईक दॅट. So some party may say like I need only 1000 component. Later on I don't need. आपण सांगतो कॉलेजमध्ये आम्हाला एवढ्या बेंचेस पाहिजे, ते काय कंटिन्युअस प्रोडक्शन त्यांच्या कंपनीचं असेल, बट त्या कंपनीने अशा डिझाईनचे फक्त एवढेच बेंच बनवले, 1000 बेंच बनवले कॉलेजसाठी आणि अशाच डिझाईनचे. जर कोणी सिमिलर मागितले तर ते कंटिन्युअस प्रोडक्शन होईल. समजलं? So batch production means in particular amount of quantity is there, so that you can say like a batch production. Job production means what? एकच मागवलाय, एकच मास्टरपीस बनवून मागितलं, अशी मशीन पाहिजे, एकच CNC मशीन पाहिजे, त्याच्यावर अशा एवढी बेड साईज पाहिजे आणि एवढ्या कॅपॅसिटीची पाहिजे, एवढे RPM पाहिजे, एवढे फिनिश प्रोडक्ट निघले पाहिजेत. So if you are especially in SPM, special purpose machines are there in CNC machines. If you heard about this particular word, SPC, special purpose, SPC no, SPM, special purpose machines. So these machines are comes under the job production. तुम्ही तुमच्या पद्धतीने बनवून घ्यायचा, मला अशी पाहिजे एवढीच बनवून द्या, right? So this is about the types of production. Got the idea? So according to Bupa, he has categorized these 3 types. Then coming back to yesterday's point, like functions of production / operation management. काय काम करतं त्या प्रोडक्शन आणि ऑपरेशन मॅनेजमेंट मध्ये, काय कामं चालतात? So this is the list. And I have told in this management, decision is very, very essential. So that's why you can say like category, you can categorize like a long-term decision and short-term decision. So let us discuss one by one. Long-term decision मध्ये काय असतंय? So short term means त्यांचा स्पॅन ठरला असेल 5 दिवसासाठी, 10 दिवसासाठी, महिन्यासाठी. But if you see for long-term decision, it is related to establishment of that particular plan. Let us discuss one by one. Product selection and its design. Mobile बनवायचा आहे. So you decided like this so and so product I will have to produce. So you have selected product. Mobile बनवायचा आहे, product select झाला. Its design. What should be the size? What should be the thickness? Right? So designing its features. Camera कुठल्या साईजचा पाहिजे, कुठं बसला पाहिजे, right? पडला तर फुटला पाहिजे का, पाण्यात पडला तर भिजला पाहिजे का, नाही भिजला पाहिजे. So all features, all designs is coming under the long-term decision. की आम्ही असा बनवणार आहे मोबाईल आणि हे कमीत कमी 1-2 वर्ष मॉडेल चालेल, 1 वर्ष मॉडेल चालेल. So that kind of thing. Then process selection and planning. Which manufacturing method you will implement to produce that back cover? If you want to produce, which manufacturing method? It is metal, suppose. So which manufacturing method, which process you will use for cutting? Laser cutting आहे, simple cutting आहे. So whatever processes are required to produce that product, so you should select the processes. Then planning for that production also, how you will produce it. Then plant location, कुठं असेल plant माझा, where production will happen actually. So it is coming under the long-term decision. की अशा ठिकाणी पंढरपूरच्या अशा सिटी, गोपाळपूर ठिकाणी असा माझा प्लांट असेल. So like that. So it is also coming under the long-term decision. Plant layout. The plant layout कसं असेल, कुठली मशीन कुठल्या ठिकाणी असेल. So deciding that also comes under the long-term decision. Material handling, how you will handle the material. त्याच्यामध्ये छोटे चिप्स असतात, सिलिकॉन चिप्स आहेत. So how you will handle the material. आपल्या मेकॅनिकल मध्ये टाकली गाडीमध्ये की मटेरियल चाललं, but in some of the cases glass materials are there. So you should handle with care. So according to that, you should design your material handling systems so that breakage and scratches will not be there on your product. So this is also important part. This is also coming under the long-term decision. Capacity planning. Capacity planning means to produce certain quantity of product, how much capacity you have. एवढं बनवायचंय, मग माझ्याकडे कॅपॅसिटी किती आहे, किती मशीनच्या कॅपॅसिटी आहे, किती व्होल्टेज माझ्याकडे लागतंय, माझ्या मशीनला किती व्होल्टेज लागतं, आणि माझ्याकडे येणारा सप्लाय कितीचा आहे. So it comes under the capacity planning. Just I am giving one example. So whatever pointers we discussed, these are the long-term decision, and production manager has to take this, and he has to manage the production, and indirectly you can say like it's production management. Then short-term decision, what he has to take as a manager, he has to think about the production planning. Now here also some kind of planning is there, but production planning means today's target. You have 10 machineries, you have 10 employees, one person on one machine can produce 10 components. So 10 machines, 10 people, how many produce components? They will produce the component, obviously 100, right? So that kind of planning is essential. Then production control. It is very, very important. So daily planning, whether it is happening according to the daily routine, yes or no, right? So routine planning, scheduling. तुम्ही सांगितले 31 तारखेला एवढे डिस्पॅच करायचे, त्याचं शेड्यूल असते. लोडिंग मीन्स मे बी ऑन मशीन वरती असलेलं लोडिंग, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचं लोडिंग असू शकतं. मशीन मधलं लोडिंग असेल, मे बी मशीन वरचं लोडिंग, और गाडी मधलं लोडिंग सुद्धा असेल. So both the meanings you can take. Dispatching, sending with bills and vouchers, Getting? So sending that particular product with bills and voucher, this is also coming under the dispatch. Follow up whether product reached there or not. Inspection, checking quality, ते व्यवस्थित त्या क्वालिटी प्रमाणे गेले का नाही. So such kind of production control is very, very important, and it is coming under the short term decision manager has to take. Which manager? Production manager. Then inventory control. Anybody knows the meaning of inventory? Meaning of inventory. साचून ठेवलेलं मटेरियल कुठलं आपल्याला लागणार, right? So this is exact meaning. Required material according to the specification which is stored near to organization. दुसरीकडे कुठं लांब 50 किलोमीटरवर नाही चालणार. So near to your organization. So this is nothing but inventory control. जास्त असेल तर काय होईल? Full tail at the back. Yes, जास्त मटेरियल स्टोअर केलं. Investment will be the more, and your working capital will get reduced, right? Then quality control. जर समजा feedback आला at the back, product is not meeting the specific requirement. तुम्ही बनवलेलं requirement प्रमाणे नाही, किंवा there is a problem in transportation and some product got broken. Then quality control. So you people have to maintain the quality so that actual requirement whatever customer has, that product will reach in that time. Method study. So technical study related to your production. He method वापरतोय, whether it is appropriate. So that is also coming under the short term. Then maintenance of machineries, maybe preventive maintenance, regular maintenance, right? This is also coming under the short term decision. Cost control of your product and cost reduction. Cost reduction should be done. How cost reduction will be possible? आज 100 रुपयाला प्रोडक्ट बनतोय, महागाई वाढत चालली आहे, कॉस्ट कमी कशी होईल? And obviously it is required. Cost reduction is one of the decision manager has to take, and in the management he has to take this decision for cost reduction. महागाई वाढते, मटेरियलची किंमत वाढते, ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन खर्च वाढतोय, कमी तर होत नाही. Then how you will reduce the cost? Very, very important part that you can answer now. At the back, somebody. आणि नाही घेतला कोणी तर जास्त बनवला तुम्ही, किमती कमी करायचंय, मास प्रोडक्शन केलं आणि कोणी घेतलाच नाही, अननेसेसरी आपली इन्व्हेस्टमेंट जाईल. You can discuss with me. Yes. कॉस्ट कंट्रोल, कॉस्ट रिडक्शन व्हायलाच पाहिजे, नाहीतर काय होईल? पूर्वीचे मोबाईल किती किमती होते, अँड्रॉइड मोबाईल किमती कमी झाल्या. Okay, management is at the back. I am asking. You are answering. I am happy. Anybody from back side? किंमत कमी व्हायला पाहिजे का महाग व्हायला पाहिजे? कॉस्ट कंट्रोल कमिंग अंडर दी डिसिजन, प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजर्स डिसिजन. इट इज ही शुड रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट. किंमत वाढली पाहिजे, मॅनेजरनी डिसिजन घेतला पाहिजे किंमती वाढवा, असा डिसिजन योग्य आहे का? कारण दुसरा कॉम्पिटिटर येईल तुमच्यापेक्षा कमी किमतीमध्ये दुसऱ्या दिवशी, तुमचा महाग असेल कोणी घेणार नाहीये. येस, युअर फ्रेंड. काही गोष्टींची किमती वाढतच जातात, पण घेत नाहीत ना लोक. तुम्ही वापरता का ऍपल? कुणाकडे ऍपल आहे याच्यामध्ये? including me, I don't have. Exceptions may be there. Obviously, if anybody is having, it is not from his money. Maybe father's money, and somebody may gifted him. Obviously, parents may have gifted. पण आपण घेतो का ते? नाही घेत. Certain community will use it. So you have partially answered. Are you listening at the back? He answered like in the beginning, mass production. If people will not purchase, then what is the use of it? It's wastage, right? Unnecessarily your working capital, your investment will be there, people will not buy it. मास प्रोडक्शन जरा किमती जास्त बनवलं तर वाटतं खपेल आणि मग कमी किमतीत विकूयात, कमी मार्जिन ठेवूयात पण जास्त विकू. So that may be the logic, but in that case what will happen? Actually, for reduction of cost, you should have alternative processes always. You should have study like I am using this process, and due to that 1 kilowatt energy is going every day or every hour or every minute. So what is your role? Finding the alternative manufacturing method so that electricity requirement will be the less. One aspect I am telling. If you could save at least 1 watt for the 100 job, definitely cost reduction will be there. One aspect I am telling. So it's your job, like finding the various aspects where I can reduce the cost. Getting, for example, these benches, if you see the thickness of wood, it's a little larger, right? Is it required this much thickness? Even if it is smaller, your purpose will serve. So what is your role in the production? Reduction of material. But your purpose should get served. त्याच्यावरती उभा राहिला तरी मोडणार नाहीये, त्याच्यावर कोण उभा तर राहत नाहीये, मग एवढी थिकनेस कशासाठी? गेटिंग. सो इट्स युअर रोल. बाईकचं स्टँड तुम्ही बनवताय, बाईकला स्टँड बनवताय बरोबर, तर अननेसरली हेवी मटेरियल असते आणि काही ठिकाणी कमी मटेरियल पण असते, स्टँड मोडून पण जात. सो इट्स युअर रोल. मटेरियल ऑप्टिमायझेशन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑप्टिमायझेशन. एखादा व्यक्ती आहे, त्याला त्याची मशीन या साईडला आहे आणि रॉ मटेरियल ह्या साईडला, तो डाव्या हाताने मटेरियल घेतो, तो उजव्या हाताने सर्व कामं करतो पण डाव्या हाताने मटेरियल या साईडने घेतो. का ते मशीन जवळ उजव्या हाताने घेणे त्याला परवडेल किंवा इफिशियंट राहील? जे मटेरियल मशीन जवळ पाहिजे तो उजव्या हाताने घेतोय, त्याला उजव्या हाताने तो ऑपरेट करतो सगळ्या गोष्टी मटेरियल, आणि डाव्या साईडला त्याची मटेरियल ठेवतो. आय एम गिव्हिंग व्हेरी सिम्पल एक्झाम्पल्स ऑफ इर्गोनॉमिक्स अँड ऑल दिस. किंवा whatever inventory material handling devices are bringing, these are kept on the floor. आणि तुमची मशीन 1 मीटर वरती आहे, प्रत्येक वेळेस वाकायचं उचलून ठेवायचं, प्रत्येक वेळेस वाकायचं उचलून ठेवायचं. Actually he is wasting time, right? And due to that production his time is getting wasted. So I have given various aspect of time, right? In the last you answered rightly. So wastage of material, wastage of electricity or resources, you can say. In short, wastage of resources, if you reduce, then definitely cost reduction is possible. And nowadays, every day alternative systems are coming. पूर्वी लोक हाताने उचलून हेवी मटेरियल ठेवायचे. Now material handling systems are there. Means it's your logic, like where I can reduce the cost as a manager. It's your role and it is short term goal always. या महिन्यामध्ये 10 रुपये मी बचत केली XYZ गोष्टी. Resources, take any kind of resource. I have given 4-5 examples. Got the idea? So in that way you can reduce the cost. So such kind of online people are also answering by removing the material. Yes, exactly he answered. Who is this? Rakesh Biradar. Got the idea? Now manager has to take these many decisions. And by making this decision, he has to manage his department. Which department? Production department or operation department. एवढी कामं तुम्हाला करायची. So that your management will be the proper, and you can say, I am the production manager, I am managing the production department. And whatever discussion we made, it is related to production management as well as operation management. Got the idea? Now, creating 3D model before manufacturing. So optimization, creating a 3D model and optimizing on ANSYS material, ANSYS software and optimizing the material. Software कशासाठी आहे? विमान डायरेक्ट बनलं जातं का? आधी ते सॉफ्टवेअर कटिया सॉफ्टवेअर मध्ये बनवलं जातं, त्याच्यामध्ये ते अनालिसिस केलं जातं आणि मग मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग केलं जातं, मग उडवलं जातं. For every vehicle, every in automobile sector, people are doing this. Crash test and all these tests are there. नाही तर प्रोटोटाइप मध्ये त्यांचा खर्च वाढून जातो. So good. So now what are the responsibilities of the production manager? Obviously some of the people may become production manager from your class, and these are the roles and responsibility you people have to undertake in the industry. First this responsibility that is to forecast the demand. Forecast चा meaning काय सांगितलं होतं मी मागच्या वेळेस? फोरकास्टिंग ने सर अंदाज लावायचा. जजमेंटनी अंदाज लावणे आणि फोरकास्टिंग करणे यात फरक आहे. फोरकास्टिंग मीन्स विथ कॅल्क्युलेशन यू हॅव जजमेंट. आपण अंदाज लावतो. जजमेंटचा अंदाज आणि फोरकास्टिंग little difference is there. So technical term you should utilize always, that is forecasting the demand. Whose demand? Obviously customers demand, markets demand, right? In consultation with the sales and marketing department. Who will give input to production manager? This sales and marketing department always gives the input to production manager. And एखादा मार्केटिंगचा माणूस सांगतो की या अशा ठिकाणी गेलो, there was huge demand. People were demanding, and there is a certain correction. In this way you can produce, then people will buy our product. So always production manager has to become or you can say he should take advice of marketing department, and then he should forecast. 100 कंपाउंड बनवायचे, 1000 बनवायचे कोण ठरवतं? मॅनेजरच्या मनात आलं म्हणून ठरवलेलं नसतंय. Obviously somebody has asked, like असं बनवा, एवढे बनवा. Who are those people? मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट. सो ते सांगतात की आम्ही मार्केटमध्ये गेलो, आता लोकांची डिमांड यायला लागली आहे. समटाइम ही मे से लाईक डिमांड थांबली, आता सीझन दिवाळीचा आलाय, रिक्वायरमेंट जास्त आहे, दिवाळी सीझन गेला, आता थांबवा, कमी प्रोडक्शन करा. सीजनल प्रोडक्ट इफ इट इज देयर, इन दॅट केस. देन अनदर वन इज दॅट टू फोरकास्ट द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ मॅन, मशीन अँड मटेरियल. किती बनवायचंय? सो डिपेंड्स ऑन दॅट ही विल फोरकास्ट द मॅन, मशीन, मटेरियल. How many people are required, how many machines are required, whether maintenance is required for machine, which material is required. So forecasting this, आणि किती लागेल? Sometimes materials are costly. Chromium, तुमची कास्टिंग ची इंडस्ट्री आहे, स्टील इंडस्ट्री आहे, क्रोमियम लागते स्टील बनवायला. Obviously it's costly. Then how much you should purchase? फोरकास्ट अंदाज करायला, कमी पडलं नाही पाहिजे, जास्त पण नाही झालं पाहिजे. सो फोरकास्टिंग दिस थिंग, इट्स रोल अँड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजर टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. प्रोडक्टची क्वालिटी मेंटेन करायची कशी? बाय अप्रोप्रिएट मशिनरी, अप्रोप्रिएट मटेरियल, अप्रोप्रिएट मॅन पॉवर, ट्रेन मॅन पॉवर, सो दॅट क्वालिटी विल गेट मेंटेन. ज्या व्यक्तीला ट्रेनिंगच नाही मशीन ऑपरेट करायचं, डेफिनेटली क्वालिटी विल नॉट बी अचीव्ड. इवन मटेरियल हँडलिंग skilled people, if they are not having, in that case also quality maintaining is quite difficult. Handle करताना बरेचसे प्रोडक्ट दिस डिफेक्टेबल ऑब्झर्व होतात. बऱ्याच वेळा आपण बघतो की आपल्याला कुरिअरने आपण मागवलं, ई कॉमर्सने आपण प्रोडक्ट मागवतो घरी, काही वेळेस ते ब्रोकन पण असतात, ते काय तुटलेले दिले नसतात. सो दिस इज द इश्यू ऑफ मटेरियल हँडलिंग, राईट? सो इट्स व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी by considering various aspects. कस्टमरला क्वालिटी महत्वाची आहे, तुम्ही कशी मेंटेन करायची, इट्स रोल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजर. कुठली मशीन वापरायची, कसं पॅकिंग करायचं, कुठलं पॅकिंग मटेरियल वापरायचं, इट्स रोल ऑफ दी प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजर ओनली. टू रिड्यूस द मटेरियल हँडलिंग कॉस्ट, सो रिसेंटली आय हॅव गिवन एक्झाम्पल, लाईक मटेरियल हँडलिंगची कॉस्ट, जमिनीवरती मटेरियल आणून टाकतात इन्व्हेंटरी वाले, घ्या उचलून तुम्ही टाका मशीन मध्ये लोडिंग करा. If there is a table and if you keep a systematic way, then that operator may handle properly, and with less efforts he can load and unload the components. So this is very, very important part. So reducing material handling cost. Then advise efficient method of manufacturing. कुठली efficient method आहे? So obviously you are the technical people for that particular product, which is suitable. So selecting appropriate method is also role of the production manager. Sourcing of right quality of material at the right time. Right material at the right time. So two various aspects are there. Right quality material means what? त्याचं मायक्रोस्ट्रक्चर तसंच आहे, रिक्वायरमेंट प्रमाणे. नाही आलं तर when you actually implement that material somewhere in the automobile, your product this sample or any product will get broken at that stage. ते त्या पद्धतीने नाही ना, त्याच्यात पोरोसिटी आहे, त्याच्यात डिफेक्ट्स आहेत, राईट. अँड राईट टाइमला नाही मिळालं तर काय होईल, त्याचंच डिपार्टमेंट बंद पडणार आहे. त्यांनी इन्व्हेंटरी, त्यांनी परचेसला रिक्वायरमेंट दिली पाहिजे. प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजरचा तो रोल आहे, मला हे मटेरियल लागतं, एवढ्या क्वांटिटीमध्ये लागतंय. सो सोर्सिंग द राईट क्वालिटी मटेरियल ऍट द राईट टाइम. त्यांनी सांगितलं होतं, मी ऑर्डर मध्ये लिहिलं होतं अशा प्रकारचं मटेरियल पाहिजे, चेकिंग करून घेण्याची जबाबदारी कोणाची? परचेस डिपार्टमेंट में have their responsibility, they may give according to their requirement, but whose responsibility is that checking whether it is as per the requirement or not. म्हणून इथे लिहिलंय की राईट क्वालिटी मटेरियल or at the right time. Sourcing means available करणे. Getting? So it's role of production manager to improve the labor productivity by training workman. अजून एक सांगितलं मी की प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी कशी वाढू शकेल, कॉस्ट कशा कमी होऊ शकतील. यू ट्रेन युअर पीपल, दोज हू आर ऑपरेटिंग. त्या व्यक्तीला जॉब लावण्यामध्ये अर्धा तास जायचा, जिथं की 2 मिनिटाचं काम आहे ट्रेन व्यक्तीचं. सो ट्रेन देम सो दॅट दे विल सेव्ह द टाइम अँड युअर प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी विल गेट इम्प्रूव्ड. Then to build a team spirit, motivate the worker to improve morale of the workman. So तो एक वेगळा मोटिवेशनचा पार्ट आहे. So motivation in industry most of the time salaries, right? Money, M for motivation. So it is very important. So he should say like next year this much increment will be there. You will get promoted. So motivation म्हणजे मोठं स्पीकरचे टॉक ऐकायला लावणे, त्या टाईपचे मोटिवेशन will not work here at all. So what benefits he will get? So that kind of motivation you should give to him. तुम्ही जर बोनस तुमचा वाढवायचा असेल, so how you should work. तुम्ही जर चांगलं काम केलं, कंपनी अर्निंग प्रॉफिट मध्ये असेल, you will get bonus. कंपनी लॉस मध्ये असेल तर बोनस द्यायचा प्रश्न नाही. Getting? So indirectly as a manager, in terms of money, in terms of recognition, in terms of the promotion, in terms of the this level of authority, in that case it's very essential this role manager has to do. Which manager? Production manager. What the idea? So these many roles and responsibilities you people have, and you will become a production manager. What the idea? Any doubt in this? Because it's your role. Anything additional role you want to add? Or any doubt in this? एखादं डिपार्टमेंट मॅनेज करताना, प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजमेंट करताना एवढे रोल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पुरेसे आहेत का? 11th hour we don't know which kind of responsibility you have to handle. Sometimes there may be the problem from union side. Unions are there. Suddenly they may make the strike. In that case, it's your responsibility in that case to run this show. Temporary worker appoint karna, right? So you should have B plans along with you. We don't know which kind of situation will be in life, and you people have to handle such kind of roles and responsibilities. This is generalized technical responsibility I have told. We don't know which kind of responsibility in future. So you should have capacity to handle it. That's why you are the manager, production manager. Got the idea? So have you understood the production operation management roles, responsibilities, activities? भरपूर हायलाइट केल्या मी. म्हणजे इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये गेल्यानंतर प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजमेंट करायचंय, पण काय करायचं समजलं. 10-15 पॉइंटर्स ऍटलीस्ट हे मला करायचंय. I will be the manager. I have to handle so and so responsibility. This is my role. I have to do it. I have to take such kind of decisions. आता प्रोडक्शन कशासाठी म्हणलेलं होतं, तुम्हाला प्रोडक्ट एनी हाऊ यू हॅव टू कन्वर्ट दॅट रॉ मटेरियल टू फिनिश. ह्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला काय करावं लागतील रोल्स, दॅट वी डिस्कस. व्हॉट द आयडिया? प्रोडक्शन मॅनेजमेंट, कॅन यू do in the future, if possible, if you get the chance of production manager. Obviously, you will not be appointed as a production manager after your graduation immediately. For that purpose, you have to work on the production shop for a few years, and then you will get promoted. Depends on your performance. Like in design department, you may directly recruited. Depends on your skills. But for production department, you people have to work on that particular shop floor for a few days, and then you will be promoted to that particular. Production लोकांना नको वाटतं. कुठे क्वालिटी चेक करायची, कुठे घाम आहे, ते वेल्डिंगचे स्पार्क सांगावे येतात, स्पॅटर सांगावे येतात. So, but definitely, friends, this is one of the very nice opportunity you will get in the future. So you can think related to this also. So next point which I want to discuss with you, that is marketing management. Like production management, marketing management is also essential. But I think it's three, almost three. So instead of starting this, we'll have your question answering. Any problem it is there, we'll discuss. But one more thing I want to tell, why marketing management is essential. Who will answer for this? Online people can put roll number in chat box. And you can answer like why marketing management is essential. Marketing management means what? Your product will be sold in market. Otherwise, what is the use in production?